Tweak. Obligation.
Serial number 16.
Lord, this is the habeas corpus petition.
Item number 60.
Today, the children was directed to be produced before this honorable court, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, sir, this is a
The
habeas
parents are
mic,
here,
please.
my lord.
Use the mic.
my lord. This is a habeas corpus petition which has been filed by 10 parents for seeking a writ of habeas corpus for protection of the person of their minor children, my lord, which they say have been detained illegally by the Child Welfare Committee constituted under the Juvenile Justice Act. The matter came up the day before yesterday before this honorable court, and my lords directed us to produce the children.
Is there an order for keeping the children in children home? Their parents are here.
My lord, the parents were also directed to remain here, my lord. The order was taken and communicated by the police to the Child Welfare Committee, my lord. And the Child Welfare Committee, I have just uploaded one letter, my lord. A request has been made by the Child Welfare Committee to this honorable court, my lord, to kindly appreciate. In the
There's a 5th February.
that is 5th February, that is a CWC report, rather letter dated, my lord. If I may just be permitted to read this letter, my lord.
Yes.
Yes, it says बाल कल्याण समिति दमोह प्रभात सागर की ओर निम्नानुसार प्रतिवेदन प्रस्तुत है। उक्त प्रकरण दिनांक 30/1/25 को पुलिस थाना कोतवाली दमोह के द्वारा 12 बच्चों को बाल कल्याण समिति दमोह के समक्ष प्रस्तुत किया गया। उक्त बालकों व पुलिस के प्रतिवेदन अनुसार समस्त 12 बालक प्रवीण शुक्ला अक्यूज के मकान क्रिश्चियन कॉलोनी दमोह में रह रहे थे, जिस मकान का वो हॉस्टल कहकर संचालित कर रहा था। क्योंकि समस्त 12 बालक नाबालिग थे, लेकिन प्रवीण शुक्ला के पास हॉस्टल संबंधी न तो कोई मान्यता प्राप्त थी, न ही कोई वैध दस्तावेज प्रस्तुत किए गए थे। प्रवीण शुक्ला के पास उसके मकान की कोई वैध रजिस्ट्री भी प्राप्त नहीं हुई है। साथ ही नगर पालिका दमोह द्वारा भवन अनुज्ञा संबंधी कोई कागजात भी उसके पास नहीं मिले थे। वहीं कोरोना काल में प्रवीण शुक्ला द्वारा 2 बालकों को, जो कि जबलपुर नाका पर भीख मांगते थे, उनको अपने पास रखा गया था। उन बालकों से 4-5 वर्षों तक काम कराया गया। उसके बाद उन बालकों का क्या किया, कहां भेजा, यह जानकारी भी प्राप्त नहीं हो सकी। इन 2 बालकों से संबंधित कोई दस्तावेज भी शुक्ला के पास नहीं मिले एवं यह उन बालकों की जानकारी नहीं दे पाए। प्रतिवेदन के अनुसार शुक्ला का यह कृत्य कहीं न कहीं मानव दुर्व्यापार की श्रेणी में आता है। वहीं शुक्ला द्वारा संचालित गतिविधियों की शिकायत पड़ोसी व अन्य आसपास रहने वाले लोगों भी जानकार लगातार अलग-अलग जगहों पर करते रहे थे। असिस्टेंट रजिस्ट्रार लॉ सो एंड सो न्यू दिल्ली को भी प्रवीण शुक्ला की गतिविधियों की शिकायत मिली थी। यह शिकायत के बाद कोतवाली पुलिस दमोह ने पुलिस अधीक्षक के मार्गदर्शन में उक्त कार्रवाई की थी। उक्त प्रकरण में प्राप्त जानकारी के अनुसार पुलिस थाना कोतवाली दमोह द्वारा प्रस्तुत किए गए समस्त 12 बच्चे काफी दयनीय स्थिति में एवं असुरक्षित और असुविधाजनक माहौल में रह रहे थे। वहां पर बच्चों को शिक्षा के अधिकार अधिनियम 2009 के नियमों का उल्लंघन करके उनके वैध संरक्षकों से दूर रखा जा रहा था। उनके साथ अमानवीयतापूर्ण व्यवहार भी किया जा रहा था। पुलिस द्वारा प्रस्तुत प्रतिवेदन के अनुसार जब्ती में प्रवीण शुक्ला के मकान के से क्रिश्चियन साहित्य के साथ क्रिश्चियन धर्म के संबंधित साहित्य भी मिला था। बाल कल्याण समिति में जिस दिन 12 बालकों को पेश किया गया था, उसी दिन दिनांक 30/1/25 को रात्रि करीब 9:30 बजे तक बच्चों की बाल कल्याण समिति के सदस्यों द्वारा काउंसलिंग की गई। तत्कालिक स्थिति में बच्चे सही तरीके से जवाब भी नहीं दे पा रहे थे। यद्यपि समिति के द्वारा बच्चों के नाबालिग होने एवं उनके वैध संरक्षकों की उपस्थिति न होने की स्थिति में उक्त 12 बच्चों के सर्वोत्तम हित को देखते हुए सागर जिले अंतर्गत संचालित बाल संजीवनी आश्रम में अस्थायी प्रवेश में रख दिया गया था। समिति के सदस्यों द्वारा दूसरे दिन भी सभी 12 बालकों से आश्रम में जाकर संपर्क कर और काउंसलिंग कर उनके वैध संरक्षकों के नाम, पता तथा मोबाइल नंबर प्राप्त किए गए। उसी आधार पर समिति के सदस्यों के द्वारा तत्परतापूर्वक बच्चों के द्वारा दिए गए नंबरों पर संपर्क किया गया। दिए गए नंबर पर बातचीत होने के दौरान नेटवर्क कवरेज एरिया के बाहर होने व कुछ मोबाइल नंबर बंद पाए गए। दिनांक 1/2/25 एवं 2/2/25 के दिन मोबाइल नंबरों पर जब माता पिता से बात हुई तो बच्चों के संरक्षकों ने अपने बच्चों को लेने आने की बात समिति से कही थी। वहीं इस संबंध में बच्चों के विभाग को लिखित पत्र भी बालक कल्याण समिति के द्वारा प्रेषित किए जा चुके हैं। बच्चों के अभिभावकों ने शीघ्र बच्चों को लाने की बात कही थी, तो बाल कल्याण समिति उनके आने का इंतजार करती रही और बच्चों को वैध माता पिता के न आने पर कार्रवाई बाधित रही। वहीं बच्चों के संबंध में संबंधित जिलों की बाल कल्याण समिति से पत्राचार और दूरभाष के माध्यम से संपर्क कर बालकों के संबंध में सामाजिक जांच रिपोर्ट हेतु पत्र जारी किया गया। यह कि बाल कल्याण समिति दमोह द्वारा जारी पत्र दिनांक 5/2/25 के संदर्भ में कार्यालय महिला बाल विकास दमोह द्वारा प्रस्तावित सुझाव अनुसार ज्ञात होता है कि दमोह जिले अंतर्गत स्थित शासकीय उत्कृष्ट विद्यालय बालक छात्रावास जिला जेल के पीछे दमोह फिट फैसिलिटी हेतु उपयुक्त है। उक्त प्रस्ताव को बाल कल्याण समिति द्वारा अपनी कार्रवाई में लिया गया। समिति द्वारा विचार विमर्श उपरांत शासकीय उत्कृष्ट विद्यालय बालक छात्रावास जिला जेल के पीछे जिला दमोह फिट फैसिलिटी घोषित कर दिया गया। बालकों को सर्वोत्तम हित को देखते हुए समिति के पत्र दिनांक 4/2/25 के माध्यम से जिला कार्यक्रम अधिकारी, जिला संरक्षण अधिकारी दमोह के कुल 12 बच्चों को शिक्षण सामग्री उपलब्ध कराने हेतु लेख किया गया। वहीं संजीवनी बाल छात्रावास में निवासित 12 बालकों को उचित शिक्षा, दीक्षा एवं चिकित्सीय सुविधा हेतु भी निर्देशित किया गया। माननीय उच्च न्यायालय इंदौर की खंडपीठ में महामहिम न्यायमूर्ति सो एंड सो के वात्सल्यपुरम जैन वेलफेयर सोसाइटी विरुद्ध स्टेट ऑफ मध्य प्रदेश एवं उन अन्य के विरुद्ध के प्रकरण में आदेश पारित किया गया है। माननीय उच्च न्यायालय द्वारा पारित आदेश परिपालन निम्नानुसार निवेदन है कि बाल कल्याण समिति नाबालिग बच्चों के मामले में जब बच्चों के सर्वोत्तम हित में उनको किसी संस्थान में रखने का आदेश करती है तो उस आदेश को बंदी के श्रेणी में नहीं रखा जा सकता। समिति के उक्त कर्तव्य को बच्चों के सर्वोत्तम हित में रखा जाता है। उक्त प्रकरण में बच्चों का सर्वोत्तम हित को देखते हुए माननीय उच्च न्यायालय इंदौर की खंडपीठ द्वारा पारित आदेश संलग्न आदेश की प्रतिलिपि के सिद्धांत पर प्रकरण पर विचार किया जाना न्याय हित में आवश्यक है। Well, this judgment I have uploaded as 2000.
Does this mean they will refuse to produce the children?
My lord, in fact, first endeavor was to
The
come.
biological parents are here.
1 second, please. They were the direction to produce the children.
My lord, 2 minutes. I will just take 2 minutes, my lord. No sooner my lords have passed the order and directed us to produce the children. At the drop of a hat, we immediately communicated the police. The police, Superintendent of Police Damo was in touch with us. He immediately contacted the Sagar Child Welfare Committee, who was in fact taking care of the children. And we had made all possible endeavors, my lord, to produce the children before this Hon'ble court. But my lord, fact remains that there is a division bench judgment of this Hon'ble court.
That's all right.
Received.
But does it mean the direction will be completely ignored?
My humble submission is that the petitioners have concealed several material facts.
What have this says? They called the parents didn't come. So that proceeding was kept in abeyance.
My lord.
So the parents are here.
My lord, we just.
All right, we'll direct the parents to appear before the Child Welfare Committee.
Yes, my lord. This is the procedure which is contemplated
We'll
in the
appear.
Act of
My lord.
2015.
1 second, please.
वो अलग है हाँ।
Let them produce them tomorrow.
My lord, if my submission may kindly be appreciated, there is a special law which is called the Juvenile Justice Act 2015.
Under what, already shows which provision you're keeping them in
My lord,
custody. You can take away the children without any complaint.
My lord, may kindly see. The judgment
Which provision?
that is uploaded has considered the
Shows
entire
which?
scheme and object of the Act of 2015, which clearly says, my lord, the children which were kept by the said accused were,
Case was filed, petition was filed by the parents.
Society.
they have been classified as children.
Whether the petition was filed by the parents, see paragraph 34 of that order.
My lord,
See the circumstances.
my lord, the very
What
right.
paragraph 34 says.
My lord,
This
say-
parents is minor.
Mr.
He had refused to go.
Mr. Singh, produce the children first.
My lord,
Mr. Singh,
just,
we will direct
My lord.
these, please produce the children
my
tomorrow.
lord, may kindly appreciate my submission, my humble submission. There is a procedure.
We will
which I-
hear your submissions when the children are before us.
Kindly permit me to complete my submission.
All right, we'll direct the SP to arrest these people who are detaining the children and produce them with the children. How can they refuse to produce the children?
My lord, I'm not opposed to.
Produce the children, we'll hear your arguments. Then we'll see what is to be done.
My lord, we'll produce the children.
In that case, children refuse to go with the parents. And petition was filed by a society. Here, the parents are coming forward. Children are studying in a school, their examinations are around the corner, and you detain them without any authority.
Detention is not an appropriate word. My most humble submission, my lord. There is an entire.
Are
procedure from
they
section
free to
30.
move out of that place without any embargo?
My lord.
Can
the
they walk out of that
prosecution
premises?
Investigation report has to be obtained now.
Can
Without
they, please tell
appropriate-
us one thing,
My lord,
can they step out of that premises without any embargo?
they cannot.
Then what is detention?
Detention, this is rescue, my lord. They are minor children as per the mandate of the Act of
All right,
2015.
we will speak to the
Yes.
children, we will find out if they needed rescue.
There is a legislation by the Parliament of India which prescribes the procedure, the manner in which.
Mr.
the
Singh,
children are
That
treated.
doesn't apply, my lord.
1 second, please, Mr. Singh. The constitution is supreme.
Madam.
This court's power under 226 is far superior to the powers of the CWC.
Madam.
Under the powers under the Juvenile Justice Act.
Indeed, my lord.
Please produce the children, we'll converse with them. We'll talk to them whether they are being detained or whether they were kept in what condition.
If section 37 may kindly be seen just of the Juvenile Justice Act. If section 37 may kindly be produced, my lord, it is there
Why
uploaded.
you don't want to honor the order passed by this.
No, we are, my lord, I just want to make a submission,
Leave
my
the
lord.
kingdom, thereafter
My lord,
we
if I
argue everything.
just consider my
This court
submission,
is
we
not passing
will, we
the
are
order
ready
to
to
the
do that.
custody of the children to anybody.
We will produce the children tomorrow, my lord. But
What is
my
the
submission is
issue?
that
Children, there is nothing wrong.
if prima facie, the children are found to be child in need of care and protection,
Who will decide?
that has to be
Are we-
decided by,
Mr. Singh,
my lord.
you meant to say a division bench of the High Court exercising power under 226 does not have the power to decide this?
It's question of expertise, my lord.
Ex-
Expertise. The social worker.
Mr. Singh, please
prepares
produce,
the
sir.
social
Mr. Singh.
investigation report, SIR,
Mr. Singh,
my lord.
please don't make such a submission,
My
which
lord.
is going to cause a problem.
My
That
lord,
if the writ court doesn't have the expertise to decide this issue.
No, my lord. Decide, indeed, my lords very well have the expertise to decide this issue. But
Who is Mr. All right, Mr. Singh,
my lord,
who is the custodian of a child?
the custodian of a child
Is a child
in the
welfare
present
committee
case
or
is
the
CWC.
court or the court? Who's the custodian, the court or the child welfare committee?
But under the circumstances, the CWC
What are the
has
circumstances we want to
supreme
know?
power in this case.
Mr. Singh, what are the circumstances?
The circumstances that there was violation of the Act of 2015.
What was the violation? Please tell us.
My lord, this person who was keeping there as all these 12
He didn't
minutes-
have permission to run a
No,
hostel.
my lord.
Is that violation of the children's right?
Petition absolutely vague. कब उन्होंने दिया बच्चों को, कितने समय से है, क्या relation है?
How does that,
क्या
Mr. Singh?
the state
Please tell us
government-
one thing.
जी,
Children have parents.
my lord.
Parents want the children. Children want to go with the parents. You are forcefully keeping them in a.
I'm just trying to demonstrate as to whether it would fall in the category of forcefully keeping or detaining.
They are not
Or-
free to move out of the premises. What else is detention?
My lord, this is not, does not fall in the category of detention for the reason that these are minor
What is
children.
this? Arrest?
No, my lord, we have rescued them.
From whom? Parents.
No, my lord. Parents were.
All right,
in
after
fact, parents
rescue,
have put
all right,
them in
Mr. Singh,
illegal custody of-
after rescuing them, what are you going to do with the children?
illegal detention of parents ने किया था. Parents को refuse कर सकती है CWC as per the mandate of the Act of 2015. There is a scheme which says that after social investigation report, if the CWC comes to the conclusion that the parents are acting to the prejudice of the and not keeping care of the best interest of the child, then the CWC can refuse to hand over the custody to the parents. That is what my submission I was trying to make.
There
I
is
was demonstrating.
something more which is not coming to light from your side.
Uh,
We don't know what it is, but this doesn't, your report is completely silent as to what was the condition of the children.
It is speaking, my lord. I
What?
will just
Please read it
the
again. Tell us what was the condition.
Read the report. It says that काफी दयनीय स्थिति में
What is this? What was this Daniya Sthiti? Were they being deprived of food? Were they being deprived of education, clothing?
also I'm also in possession of Form 17, which was prepared in respect of.
Yeah, please show us. Please show us.
My lord. These are the, I have just now the police has handed over because I was expecting the children, but now instead of children, they have come with this letter and the, so I examined the judgment, I examined the solution, therefore I'm making the assumption.
Show us what was the condition. Daniya Sthiti, please show us from this.
My lord,
Even a single line in this form.
I have not produced, my lord, this is what has been handed over to me. And the thing is that my lord has not issued notice, CWC the party. CWC the party.
All right,
is
we'll issue notice to CWC is aware now. They've sent a letter. Let them, you representing them?
My lord,
They've sent a letter. They're aware.
my lord.
To produce them. Let the representative of CWC be here. We want to know, Mr. Singh, if the children are actually in some deplorable condition, we will make sure that they get proper education, proper life.
हम लोग दे रहे हैं सब, सरकार सब दे
We,
रही है,
Mr.
सरकार
Singh, I'm sorry. Mr.
private
Singh,
होता है, ठीक.
There are reports of your homes not being up to the mark.
No, my lord. In
There are,
fact, it is there.
may not be exceptionally good, may not be exceptionally bad, but you can't say that a child who has parents, natural guardians, will be better off in a child's home for no reason.
Because child do not
He's
care
not-
for the children. They WP इतना वेग फाइल किया है, कब इन्होंने कस्टडी क्यों दी, कहां से मिल गया ये शुक्ला बंदा?
For school,
जो है-
for
So
school
what is your,
purposes.
one
ma'am.
second, what is your allegation? They've been kidnapped
No, my lord.
by the Shukla.
In fact, this is a, in fact, whatever may the reason, I'm not into that. I'm as to
Your report says earlier there was allegation against Shukla for making two children beg.
My lord.
Is there such an allegation in this case? Please tell us.
My lord, in this case, he was keeping the children without them in the authority.
He was, the parents say we gave him the children.
The child care institution registered under section 41 of the Act of 2015. He was keeping them in the house which was not in his name, which he has no.
So you are
Oh,
Abdul Kasim.
Is there an
I am-
allegation that he was illegally detaining the children there?
Yes.
Who's-
Why do?
who's
I think he
Mr.
has
Singh?
parents.
Show us one complaint by anybody.
The parents, this is all the record which is speaking.
From the record, please show
जब
us.
parents को हमने बुलाया, आइए बच्चे ले जाइए, तो
नहीं
आइए
आए,
तो आए.
parents अब हमारे
Because
सामने
there is
हैं.
somebody else, a sponsored petition है, somebody else is
Mr.
there.
Singh,
जो झाबुआ के आदिवासियों को हाई कोर्ट में लाना है.
Look, there before my lord.
जब उसी के पास,
Mr.
जब
Singh.
उसी को भेजने की जगह,
Mr.
उसको लाया जा रहा है यहाँ.
Mr. Singh,
जी.
is there anything on record to substantiate your submissions?
But
You are making submissions, everything under the earth. Anything on record to substantiate that?
only submission is that the children were kept in by. under
Mr.
the-
Singh, please make this submission if you have anything on record.
मतलब my submission.
Who's instructed you that they were kept in a deplorable condition?
मतलब the CWC representation.
There is nothing. Here also, Form 17, nothing.
मतलब Form 17 is the initiation of the proceedings. Counseling was done, everything was concerned. I'll call the CWC authorities, my lord.
Please call them with the children tomorrow.
Follow.
Take down. Request for adjournment is made on behalf of the state to produce the children. Director, Deputy Advocate General submits that that the Child Welfare Committee respondent number 6, 5 and 6, Sagar and Tamo or which committee?
No, दमों में अभी है नहीं तो सागर में रखा गया है. जी.
child welfare. This letter is by the Sagar,
Sagar.
that a communication has been received from the Child Welfare Committee, Damo, specifying the reasons as to why the children have been kept in the, where are they kept?
They are being kept in a child care institution.
In the child care institution. A perusal of the letter dated 5/2/2025 shows that an effort was made by the Child Welfare Committee to contact the parents of the children. However, they could not be, some of them could not be contacted and the others failed to appear before the committee.
बोल रहे थे हम आएंगे लेकिन आए नहीं यहाँ आ गए
No,
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 there is no formal communication also.
one second, as per this letter, some of them couldn't be contacted
शुरू में
and
नहीं हुआ फिर बाद में सबसे हो गया
सबसे हो गया. That the parents of the children were contacted, however, they failed to appear before the Child Welfare Committee. Re-notify on 7/2/2025, the children shall be produced before this court. The parents of the children shall also be personally present. The representative of the Child Welfare Committee is also directed to be present.
Parents are here, my lord. They
Doesn't
stand.
matter, so let them be there
No, my
tomorrow.
lord, they'll be there.
Tomorrow.
They may also come up with a proof that they contacted the parents. They didn't, my lord. In fact,
Even if,
my lord, the act does not apply.
no, if that we'll see, that
That is the only
thing will
CDR
be.
के हमारे पास letters
If effort was made to trace out the parents so that children could be handed over to the parents, that's what the letter says. Let them do it here in court.
I would like to submit in this regard, but the things are not that simple as our project.
Mr. Singh,
petition.
we are conscious that there is something with being withheld by both sides. We are conscious of it. We are also conscious of the fact whether we don't want to say anything on the petitioners on this side, but we are conscious if there is anything amiss, we will make sure the children are not put to that inconvenience. But we are not ready to accept the proposition that court has no power and only Child Welfare Committee will decide. Ultimately, this court is the superior custodian. If there is anything on record, brought on record by the Child Welfare Committee that the children were being mistreated or misused, we will take action against whoever was responsible. That we assure you.
That's why.
Number 39, 3 November.